Hello again, it's Stinger Splash back with another video. This is another Steelbook update really. This was going to go up last night, unfortunately, but my camera batteries again died halfway through the video, so I'm having to start again. I think I'm going to have to get some new rechargeable batteries because I think they're losing the charge. So we have some new Steelbooks to show. The first ones are UK new releases since the last video. For the DVD side of things, we have two new ones. The first one is Iron Maiden on Vivo from their live concert in Chile. It's just two discs with the concert and then a documentary. Yeah, so this is actually more expensive than the Blu-ray version for some reason usually, but I was looking to get it from Amazon before they changed the price and the description to say that it was a Steelbook, so it was only $12.99 rather than $17.99, so it was a nice little bargain there, but very strange to see it be more expensive than the Blu-ray just because it's a Steelbook and a DVD one at that, since they're pretty much dead now. But we do have another one. This is one that I got from Amazon as well. It was an exclusive at the time. It is available from other stores now, but I'm not sure if it's the limited edition one with the numbered sticker on the back, because they all seem to be having trouble getting stock. But this is Curse of the Werewolf Collector's Edition. Has some art cards inside, no inner artwork. I still kept it sealed, but it's number 1287 of 2000. This one, you can see there. So in fact, there's only 2,000 of them. You know, I'm going to try and keep it sealed and see how it goes in the stakes of how much it will become worth in the future. Not that I'll sell it anyway, but it's always nice to know. So now we'll get onto the Blu-rays. The only new Blu-ray release since my last video was Immortals, and this is I took the J card off it in advance this time. It's a 3D Blu-ray, the first 3D to get a Steelbook release in the UK. Show the inside. Take the digital copy out. DVD disc, regular Blu-ray, and then 3D Blu-ray, which I've put at the back. It originally was at the front, but I'm not going to use it anytime soon. The artwork inside is just a big army, and really it's like 300. I know it's produced by the producers of 300. I dare say it's going to be very similar in a lot of ways. And now the next one I'm going to show is another UK Steelbook, but this is not a new release, but it's new to my collection. Just an anomaly that I had missed. Back when HMV released the Prince of Persia: Sands of Time on Steelbook, they were HMV exclusive Steelbooks. They actually released two Steelbooks, but unlike usual, where they'll have a DVD Steelbook and a Blu-ray Steelbook, which they pretty much stopped doing now. For some bizarre reason, they released two Blu-ray Steelbooks. This is the one that I had a while ago that I've shown before, the triple play edition, with a digital copy with the gold trim, and then there's the slightly different artwork on the double play. No gold trim, and some of the, if I put these side by side, some of the text is changed, moved around. Also, you'll notice on the triple play version, in the background we have a castle. See that? Well, obviously this is all red, but also down at the bottom here we have some mountains, I think. Or is it? Yeah. But here we have some cool skeletons on spikes. So there's slight changes to the artwork, but the only real difference is one has a digital copy, one doesn't. So I don't know why they released two Blu-ray ones, but at the time I bought the triple play thinking I could get the double play later, and they both sold out very quickly, and luckily I found it on eBay recently for about £14, and so I was happy to finally fill that gap. But most people don't bother, they just have one or the other, but me being a completionist, I had to have both, so I'm glad that I've got it sorted out. So now I'm going to show my first ever imports. I've bought 3 in the last month or so from Amazon Germany. I've never wanted to buy imports, especially from America, because a lot of them look really nice but they may not even play. But obviously these being from Germany, they're region B, so they're fine. But also the main reason I bought these 3 is for the lack of German writing on the cover, because one thing I don't like is foreign writing on my covers, and these 3 all have completely 100% English writing. In fact, the Blu-ray discs even have the BBFC ratings on them. So we have 3 here. The first one is Top Gun. This is from Paramount. No artwork on the inside. Obviously the disc is plain as well because it's Paramount, but it just says special collector's edition, and it's all English writing, you know, on the front and on the side. Obviously the back does have German, but you know, I'm just really happy about the cover. It's pretty cool, and it's quite cheap as well. I've got Top Gun and also this one, Transformers. I think it was just over £25 for both, about £25.50, something like that for both delivered. So that was pretty good. I mean, the shipping is quite expensive from Amazon Germany, but still, you know. Now this Transformers one is only a 1-disc Blu-ray, and this is my 4th Transformers release, because I have the original Play exclusive 2-disc DVD steelbook with the really awesome Autobot Decepticon shields on them, and the totally black steelbook case, and then I also have the HD DVD version, because at the time it was an exclusive to HD DVD, and I never got around to selling it, and it's not worth anything now anyway. And then I've got the Blu-ray 2-disc edition, and now obviously the Blu-ray single-disc steelbook. So yeah, and then finally we have Crank. Now this is again a German import. This one cost £18, which is about the price of a new steelbook here. But the reason I bought Crank is because, number one, I was looking for it on Blu-ray, and there's no UK Blu-ray release at all for Crank, which is strange. I don't know why. We've got Crank 2, just not Crank. And this is an English cover. It says extended version, Crank. All the right in the background is also English. So this is a total English front and spine, which is only all anyone's ever going to see, really. If I either have it on the shelf like that, or have it on display, it's going to be like that. So there is some obviously German writing on the back, but I was really happy about the cover being totally English. And this one does have some artwork on the inside, so I'll open this up. Unfortunately, this steelbook isn't like the other two, which are the glossy embossed steelbook, so they're less prone to being damaged, but they do scratch a little easier, I think, sometimes. So just some classic scene there from the film, but I love this film. It's just totally crazy. And I've got it in a steelbook, DVD steelbook, the Guns, Girls and Gasoline set, but I really wanted to see it in Blu-ray. So when I looked on Amazon and saw that, you know, the uncut version, the extended version, was cheaper on steelbook than it was, you know, Amaray version, I thought, well, I might as well get the steelbook. So that's what set me off, and then I bought Transformers and Top Gun, and I'm looking at getting a few more. There's some Canadian steelbooks that I'm interested in. Sin City and Kill Bill 1 and 2, V for Vendetta, films like 300. Basically, they're like my top 5 films that I had before on DVD in various formats and steelbooks and what have you, and I got them on Blu-ray, but now I want them on Blu-ray steelbook. And the Canadian steelbooks are actually region free, which is good. So I'll be looking to get them. There are updates on the UK Blu-ray scene. Another cancellation in Battle of the Pacific, which no one really cares about, but there are even more exclusives coming out, and more steelbooks. Safe House is coming out soon, but no set release date, and Play have another 8 exclusives. If you look on play.com, they've got another wave coming out a week after their 100th anniversary wave 1, which is of 6 steelbooks. And with Chronicle coming out at the same time, I think Play have 15 steelbooks in a 7-day period, and then there's other steelbooks released elsewhere. So I think there's about 17 or 18 steelbooks coming out in one 7-day period. Very expensive, but they have an Alien anthology set, and they also have double play versions of things like Fight Club, X-Men Origin, Wolverine, Braveheart, A-Team, Man on Fire, and a couple of others I can't quite remember off the top of the head, but the thing is, I've got them all except Braveheart and Man on Fire, so I'm going to have to, I think, sell some to get the steelbooks. So, but you know, it's an exciting time. There's a lot of steelbooks coming out, and actually, we're going to probably hit 100 steelbooks by the end of June, which I thought we would hit 100 steelbooks this year, but I thought at Christmas we'd hit 100, and because of this, you know, massive amount of Play exclusives coming out, and the fact that they've announced, you know, 2 waves of 6 and a wave of 8. That's 20 steelbooks in one go. It's a lot of steelbooks, but you know, hopefully they'll release the second wave of the 100th anniversary steelbooks. You know, maybe in a month or so, after the May 28th day, which is the big day. But of course, my next video will probably be before then. But for now, I'm gonna have to go. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.